Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel Mystic Magic. In today's video we are going to be taking a look at the new moon in Pisces that's happening on March 2nd, 2022. So this is going to be a reading for the collective. We're not going to have any piles to choose from today, but I do have a bunch of oracle cards prepared, and then we're going to shuffle the tarot together on camera and then close the reading off with some advice and guidance. A couple of quick disclaimers before we start. Tarot is a tool that reads the current energy, and energy is always changing. So if you hear something you don't like, know that you always have free will and the power to change things. Also keep in mind this is a general reading, so all of the messages may not resonate for you. There could be messages here that are simply for other viewers that aren't for yourself. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Don't try to force all of the messages to fit for you and your life. So in a minute, I'm gonna talk about some of the astrological events that are happening in and around the time of the new moon. So if you're not really interested in hearing any of that, feel free to scroll down to the description box or the pinned comments, and you can just skip ahead to the reading. In the lunar cycle, the new moon represents new beginnings, setting intentions, and starting new projects. So classically, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, abundance, good fortune, philosophy, and higher learning. But in modern astrology, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusion, and spirituality. So this new moon in Pisces is a really great time to break free from any limitations from the previous Saturn-ruled new moon in Aquarius, and to really have faith in pursuing your biggest dreams. So there's a few different astrological transits that are happening in and around the time of the new moon. So first off, we have the sun in Pisces sextiling Uranus and Taurus. Expect to have totally new and unexpected ideas or shifts in perspective in regards to your finance, material possession, and things that you value or what you really value. Particularly, this could be about creative or artistic pursuits, or just about the dreams that you have for your life in general. We also have Mercury in Aquarius conjuncting Saturn in Aquarius. So critical thinking is going to be really big with this transit. Mercury is really quick moving and flighty, whereas Saturn is quite strict. So you might find that this energy is a little bit challenging, and you might be kind of oscillating back and forth between these two very different energies. But now is a really good time to hunker down and consider your routines, duties, and your social life. And also expect to receive some quirky new ideas and to start thinking outside of the box on different things. We also have Mars in Capricorn conjuncting Pluto in Capricorn. So this is a really powerful duo. You're going to be feeling really ambitious, fired up, and really powerful during this time. So try to channel this energy in a positive way. With Mars and Pluto conjuncting, you might be feeling a little bit emotional, maybe even a little bit aggressive. So keep that in mind. But Mars loves to be in Capricorn, so you're going to be feeling really empowered to get stuff done, especially anything that you've been procrastinating on. And anytime Pluto is involved, we know that things are going to feel pretty intense. In this case, Pluto is going to be bringing transformation to things like our career, money, and material possessions, power, and status. All things related to Capricorn and 10th house energy. Finally, we have the sun in Pisces conjuncting Jupiter in Pisces on March 4th or March 5th. And listen, I'm so excited about this. This is going to be a really big and lucky transit. So, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, Pisces is traditionally ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter loves to be in Pisces. So the power of the sun and Jupiter is going to make for a really expansive, fortunate, and abundant time. Get ready to feel totally in love with life, feeling creative, intuitive, mystical, and magical. You're definitely going to be feeling even more hopeful in achieving your dreams, and don't be surprised if you start making big waves. So with all of that being said now, let's put our tarot off to the side. We're going to get into this in a little bit. And let's take a look and see what the main energy for this new moon in Pisces is going to be bringing us as a collective. So we have Gaia, number 28. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Okay. We have, wow, we have the hawk with the air element. We have, whoa, what? We have freedom. Look at all of these birds. Wow. Okay. And we also have Never Ending Story, number 37. Okay, I'm already starting to see how those astrological events that I was just talking about is influencing this new moon. With freedom and the hawk here, like this new moon in Pisces is really, really encouraging us to break free. We have two number 10s here. We have 28 and we have 37. And this is really indicating that it's time to end a certain cycle, to end a certain narrative, a certain mindset, an attitude, a lifestyle. Like there's something that's kind of been on repeat that's just not working for us anymore. And it's really time to see things from a higher perspective and to really break free and to explore something new, step into the new. It's interesting because, like I'd said, new moons are all about new beginnings and taking initiative, starting new projects. But I'm feeling a lot of influence of a full moon here, like with the number 10s. Like there's really a strong message of releasing what's not working. So this could be kind of like the energy from the previous full moon in Leo, maybe still kind of lingering a bit, or like whether you've been working on releasing certain things or not around that last full moon, it feels like there's still a few things that are kind of lingering. And these cards and spirit is really bringing attention to the fact that there's still a little bit of work to do here, but there's a lot of encouragement and support that we have the power to end these cycles that aren't working for us, and really being supported to break free and go after what it is that we desire, what we really want for our lives. And so, okay, this Gaia card's really interesting because I'm getting kind of like Gaia is Mother Nature, right? Mother Earth. And she's very compassionate and nurturing, very fertile. She talks about cycles as well. And it's giving me strong like Empress, Queen of Pentacles energy. And it's really making me think about health. So this could be some kind of cycle of like maybe not eating very healthy, or like if you've not been very active, or like if you don't really have an exercise regime or something like that, or ending cycles related to maybe like negative thinking patterns, using unhealthy coping mechanisms to deal with your emotions. Like that's the kind of stuff that's kind of coming through. But there's a really strong emphasis here on being compassionate towards yourself and to really take this time during the new moon in Pisces to really nurture yourself. with the hawk here, like, you have a lot of wisdom residing within you, and you're very much connected to source, and the universe and your guides have been sending you signs. Birds could be very important. I know for me personally, hawks and different kinds of birds are like synchronicities that I see a lot, or like animal totems. But I think you'll be getting a lot of downloads, a lot of ideas on the kind of life that you want to start leading and what you want to leave behind. Because this never-ending story, like, this girl in the card looks totally over it. Like, she looks fed up. So I feel like this is kind of where you're at with something in your life. And if you've been considering making a change, or, you know, thinking about doing something different, this is your sign to do it. And, you know, funnily enough, Pisces is, so it's the last sign in the zodiac, and therefore it's considered like the wisest. And Pisces is really mystical, really intuitive, really spiritual and knowledgeable. So really take advantage of this kind of energy and the strong connection to source that you have, and to Gaia, and really use this to your advantage to figure out what exactly it is that needs to change and how you can make those changes so that you can break free. Because whatever this is, it's really just holding you back. And it could be difficult because sometimes these you know, like behaviors or lifestyles or patterns, whatever it is, it served us at one point in time, and it helped us to get through whatever we were going through. But I feel like you've grown and you've healed and you've leveled up, and now these things just simply aren't serving you anymore, and it's time to let them go. And it's okay to let them go, but you are so ready to break free and fly. Like, this is not a time for you to feel anchored or weighed down, you know? It's time to chase what's yours. So let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm really quite interested to see what cards are gonna come out. Okay, Spirit. What can the collective expect with this new moon in Pisces on March 2nd, 2022, please? What is happening with this new moon in Pisces for the collective on March 2nd, 2022, please? What is happening in this new moon in Pisces, please, for the collective on March 2nd, 2022, please? What can the collective expect? No, that's way too many. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, what else, please? What can the collective expect with this new moon in Pisces on March 2nd, 2022, please, Spirit? Ooh, okay. We also, yes, we have the Ace of Wands. Heck yeah. Okay. What else, please? What can the collective expect with this new moon in Pisces? This is too many. Okay. They want me to take them, so I shall take them. So we have the Three of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. I'm not going to take the Four of Pentacles because it wasn't showing itself. We also have the Two of Pentacles, the Chariot, and then on the back of the deck we have the Knight of Wands. Nice. Okay. So in terms of zodiac signs, with the Knight of Pentacles, we have earth signs, which would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Chariot is Cancer energy, and the Knight of Wands is fire signs. So that would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you could be one of those signs. You don't have to be. But I mean, okay, this is like totally in line with what we were talking about, because with the Knight of Pentacles reverse and the Eight of Swords, this is like blockage, basically. Feeling stuck, feeling trapped, perceiving that we're trapped and that we're powerless, right? Because the Eight of Swords isn't necessarily a reality, right? It's we perceive that we're stuck, right? It's a mental thing. It's our perspective on the situation. And the Knight of Pentacles reversed, I mean, in general, Earth energy is quite slow moving, and the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving of the knights. And so it being reversed, it's like, to me, this is feeling like a standstill, right? Just like this Eight of Swords energy. But what I'm loving is this Ace of Wands and this Chariot, because it's like, after this period of maybe feeling really stuck, feeling really trapped, like stuck in this never-ending story, now you're just, oh my God, like breaking free. You have this new spark, this new passion, feeling this new zest for life, a new idea, right? A new download, like we were talking about. And so I know this is a unicorn, but horses also do represent freedom. So whatever has been holding you back or making you feel stuck, you are breaking free of that around this new moon in Pisces. Like, I'm literally, the visual that I'm getting is like literally someone on a horse or like something, like a vehicle, I don't know what it is, but literally just like going straight through a brick wall. And like this brick wall crumbles, and this, you know, this vehicle or this like chariot type thing is just like plowing through, like ain't nothing gonna hold me back anymore. And I'm loving this. Yeah, with the Two of Pentacles, it's like maybe you've been stuck between two options, or you know what this is actually feeling like? It's kind of like feeling like you're in limbo with this never-ending story of, it's like, I'm kind of over the cycle that I'm in because it's not really serving me anymore, and it's just kind of draining me at this point. But I've not quite yet fully let go of it. And I want to do this new thing, but I'm not quite in that energy either. So it's like this kind of like doing this dance back and forth of like having one foot out the door, right? But there's going to be something to celebrate here with the Three of Cups. This is like really joyous, happy, celebratory energy. You're going to be feeling really excited again, really just... This Knight of Wands is making me think of the Mars conjunct Pluto energy that I was talking about earlier in the astrological part. Like, you're going to be feeling really ambitious and ready to just go. You're ready to just go. Even if you feel like you don't have a full plan yet, because the Two of Pentacles is also making me think of the Two of Wands, which does talk about like making a plan, getting organized, things like that. The energy that I'm getting is kind of like it's now or never. Like, I've been procrastinating on this long enough. I've been hesitating. I've been holding myself back. I've been avoiding doing this for too long. Like, I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna start taking actions. I'm just gonna start doing things. Almost like on a whim, or like being really spontaneous about it, because it's like, if I think about this anymore, like, I'm just going to continue being in this analysis paralysis, and I'm not going to be moving anywhere. So again, this could be in terms of like, if you've been wanting to start going to the gym or start working out, and you like keep thinking about it, and maybe you've bought some, you know, new workout clothes, or you've bought some exercise equipment and it's just been sitting there and you've not used it yet, or like you're saving different exercises on Pinterest or something, but you haven't actually started yet. Now you're going to have that spark to just do it instead of keep thinking about doing it. There's a quote. It goes something like, it's like, it says one day, and then it scratches it out, and then it says day one, right? So if you keep telling yourself like, oh yeah, one day I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, like I'll start doing that on the weekend, or like I'll start next week. I'll start next month. No. Start today. Start with what you have, do what you can, and start taking those little steps towards your dreams, right? Because the beginning is the hardest. So if you can begin and you do little by little and you do what you can, slowly but surely you're going to break out of this cycle, and this like taste of freedom, this new energy that'll be coming in is really going to get things going, and you're going to start to feel more excited about it. And then before you know it, it's going to feel like second nature to you. And you're going to look back and you'll be like, wow, like, why did I wait so long to start? But it's okay. Everything happens in divine timing, right? But I really love this so much. Okay, let's take a look at these tea leaf oracle cards. These are going to be extra messages, things that you need to know about this new moon in Pisces. So we have cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Yeah, this card has been coming up a lot lately. We also have rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Okay, I don't see this message in a literal sense. We'll get into it in a minute. We have basket, recognition, reward for merit. Yeah. We also have July. This came up in a reading too. I don't know if it was in the same pile that had the cracked cup or not, but it would be really interesting if you watch that reading and are watching this again now. Okay, and then finally we have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Yes. Okay. So with this rabbit card, like I said, I'm not really seeing this in a literal sense, although I will say with that Mars-Pluto conjunction that's happening, like maybe for one or two of you, this could be a quite literal thing. But what I'm really seeing with this is rabbits are a sign of abundance. And it's making me think of, again, the Empress energy, the Queen of Pentacles energy. And we literally have prosperity and abundance here, and the basket. Like, by breaking free of this cycle and this stagnation and really going for what lights you up, what you feel passionate about, what makes you feel free and happy, like, the universe is going to reward you big time with it. Like, the universe doesn't want to see anyone in this like cracked cup energy. Like, the universe wants to see us thriving, right? But the universe can't do everything on its own, right? That's why it's called co-creation. The universe requires us to set that intention, put our energy out there, and take the right actions towards this goal or this desire that we have. Because that's something that the universe will bounce off of, right? It's like doing a little dance with the universe where, you know, it's like the ball's being thrown to you, so you have to do something, and then you're throwing it to the universe, and then it's the universe's turn to like start making things happen behind the scenes. I hope that makes sense. But so yeah, July could be significant if maybe you start doing something now, you'll start to see a lot of results in July. So for example, like the example that's coming to mind is like if you're trying to lose weight, and this is just an example, like I'm not saying you have to do this, but it's like, okay, the new moon in Pisces is the beginning of March. So say you like start this new exercise plan and you start eating a bit healthier and like you're slowly working on your health and your fitness. Maybe by July, you know, you'll have like reached your goal weight, or you'll be like feeling a lot more body confident, feeling a lot more healthy, and like seeing a physical transformation as well, not just like an internal transformation of feeling better. Or if this is in regards to like pursuing your dream job, or like starting to work on this creative project that you've kind of been casting aside, in July you could be really, I mean, one, starting to see a lot of success from it, but also a lot of recognition. Like people are gonna notice you for it. You know, people are gonna see the fact that you're breaking out of this energy and really just going for it. And people are totally gonna be inspired by that, and they're gonna applaud you. I feel the need to say, if this is about like a creative project or like doing what it is that you love, but you've been too afraid to do it, especially if it's something creative or in the arts, the world needs your art, okay? There are people out there who are just waiting to see your art and connect with it, no matter what it is. And if you're like, well, you know, like there's already so many singers out there, or there's already so many books that are published. Yeah, but imagine your favorite singer said the same thing and decided not to ever drop their first album. Or imagine your favorite author thought the same thing and decided they weren't going to write what turns out to be your favorite book. You know, like you're going to be that person for somebody else. So it's time you break free and you go out and do that thing that you so badly want to do. Okay. So now we're going to start getting into the advice. So first we have, bliss is worth creating from, number 26. I love the colors on this card. This is just French kiss? No, chef's kiss. French kiss. Oh, that's funny. Okay. And we also have Sacred Mirrors, number 33. So 33 could be a significant number for you. We have another 3 here with the 3 of Cups, and March is the 3rd month of the year. So yeah, so with bliss is worth creating from, the universe is really encouraging you to lead with your heart. Like, what is it that makes you feel bliss? You know, whether that's singing, cooking, writing, whatever it is, how can you bring more bliss into your life? Because this kind of energy and getting into that mindset of really bringing your attention and your focus onto things that make you feel good will literally bring in things that make you feel good, like in your physical world. And I know how hard that can be when you're in this kind of like Eight of Swords stuck energy. But just start thinking about different things that you really enjoy to do, things that really light you up and make you feel excited. You know, you can literally make a list and then be like, okay, I'm gonna start doing these things. Or how can I start incorporating that into my life, right? And just switching up that energy and starting to get your energy moving is totally gonna shift things around. And with sacred mirrors, it's quite interesting. I wonder if maybe, not necessarily just who you spend your time with, but how do you spend your time? Because both of those things are an energy exchange, right? So whether you're hanging out with people, whether you're watching TV, listening to music, scrolling on your phone, it's an energy exchange. So what is it that you're consuming? Are you consuming, you know, like people that have a lack mentality, who have a negative mindset? Are you consuming music and TV programs that drain your energy? Or are you consuming things that inspire you, that support you, that motivate you? That's what's coming to mind with sacred mirrors, is to like really look at your environment and really take a look at how you spend your time and be honest with yourself and evaluating if that's really contributing to the kind of life or lifestyle that you're trying to create for yourself. So like, just as an example, if you watch a lot of reality TV, which I am super guilty. I love reality TV. And listen, I still indulge myself every now and then. Don't get me wrong. But I realized at one point that like pretty much all I was watching was reality TV. And yeah, it's entertaining, but it usually comes with a lot of drama and stuff like that. And, you know, like a lot of people gossiping and like all this stuff. And I just kind of realized, I'm like, I don't want to interact with that kind of energy, you know? Like, I had done so much work on kind of cleaning up the relationships that I had and kind of eliminating that sense of drama, but I was still watching all of this reality TV, which was basically the same thing. And so I decided to change things. I'm like, I'm just going to start watching stuff that actually makes me feel good, right? Because using this reality TV was kind of like a false sense of fulfillment in that way. So now I try to watch programs like, you know, documentaries on topics that I find really interesting, or just more like feel good shows, you know, stuff that's going to inspire me. So hopefully that makes sense. Our next card for guidance, we have, your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. This is what I was saying. Yes. This new moon in Pisces, like Pisces is super artistic and creative, and also really uses its like intuition and connection to source to draw that divine inspiration, right? Like this Ace of Wands. Your life is a canvas, okay? You can make it to be whatever it is that you want to be, okay? Like you're holding the pen, you're holding the brush. What is it that you're gonna make? And hold yourself accountable, okay? It's time to break this never-ending story. It's time to break this cycle and hold yourself accountable, because no one can do it but you. And I know that it could feel quite overwhelming to start on like a, you know, creative project or any kind of project, even if it's a business. But just start, right? Take little steps. If this is something creative, okay, I'll give you another example from my own life as a way to explain what I'm trying to say. Before I started my YouTube channel, like I was thinking for so long about starting a YouTube channel to do tarot reading. And I kept building it up in my head so much, like this Eight of Swords energy. And, you know, kept putting it off because like, oh, I needed it to be perfect, or like it needed to be like this or like that. And then I just decided one day, I'm like, look, just film a video. You don't have to upload it, but just do it, right? Because when you get into that kind of like analysis paralysis, it really just sucks the fun out of everything. And you kind of lose sight on why you're doing it in the first place. So some other advice that's coming through is to kind of take that pressure off yourself. Like, rather than focusing on if this is something that's going to make you money, focus on, is it going to make you happy? Is it going to bring you peace? Is it going to make you feel free? Is it going to light you up inside? Because that's what's worth pursuing. And I promise you that if you follow those things that make you passionate, the prosperity and abundance will follow. Without a doubt. So really, go for what makes you happy, okay? You can manifest anything that you set your mind to, as long as you believe in yourself and as long as you take those actions. Our next advice card is, what? Do you see that? Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Oh, I just got goosebumps. Wow. There's a new moon eclipse in April. I'll put the date up on the screen. I think it's like mid-April. So again, that could be another significant date. Doesn't have to be, but I thought I would mention it. But yeah, expect powerful change. Wow. The simple action of deciding that you're no longer gonna do what's not serving you, and instead to shift your perspective towards the things that make you happy and the things that light you up, that little change is gonna create the biggest change in your life, because it's the small things that end up adding up to make the big things, right? And that one small decision of deciding to shift your attention and shift your mindset from same old into, I'm gonna create my dream life and I'm gonna make it happen, is so powerful, and it's literally gonna bring in so much change and abundance for you. Wow. Yeah, like major Jupiter energy. This is that Sun conjunct Jupiter in Pisces astrological event that I was talking about. Like, this is exactly that energy here with your life as a canvas, and expect powerful change. Wow, the synchronicity with these cards is just like, I mean, it's usually always on point, but it has me shook right now. Wow, okay. Finally, the last two cards are some self-care ideas for the time around the new moon in Pisces. So we have journal number 29. Yeah, exactly. If you're a journalist, or if you've been wanting to like write a book or anything in that regard, or like start a blog or something, like it keeps coming up. But okay, so we have journal. Okay, I'll put you here. And we also we have create art. Yes. Okay, so whether or not you're actually pursuing art or writing, this new moon in Pisces is really highlighting the perfect time to get creative, get in touch with your intuition, you know? Yes, pursue your creative projects in terms of your career, but also don't forget to create just for the sake of creating. Not everything has to be in terms of work, in terms of productivity, in terms of like, I need to sell this to make money. That's great, but also allow yourself the freedom to simply just create for the fun of it. Create something that's just for you, okay? That's something strongly coming through. And with journal here, when I was talking about getting downloads and insights, you might want to like journal a little bit every day, or if you have any ideas, jot them down so that you don't forget. Because again, like with those astrological events that I was talking about earlier, and with these cards here, I think you're definitely going to be getting some ideas. So make sure you write them down, and journaling could be a really great way to help you identify what's not working in your life, and to also help you map out what it is that you want to start manifesting, what you want to start creating, what you want your life to look like going forward. Okay, so that's everything that I'm seeing. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video and if you found it to be helpful in any way. And be sure to hit the post notification bell so that you never miss out on when I upload a video. I love you so much. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!